So this is Christmas. Well, week before Christmas anyway. All nice and green and rolling green. Anybody have I'm Dreaming of a Green Christmas on their Christmas playlist? I can't remember the last time I heard a song for Christmas time about sleigh bells and sleds going along the green fields. So much of the memories of Christmas. About snow and bright, sparkling winter vistas. Yeah, I know. When I got out to California, first year I lived out there, I really did write on all my Christmas cards about how the sun was shining, the grass was green, how the orange and palm trees were swaying. But I was dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. It's awfully easy to get longing and wishing at Christmas time, particularly this year though. So many things that people counted on and so many things that were part of our memories can't happen this year. And it's easy to get caught up in all the stuff that we don't have. But to stop and think for a minute, would the stuff we don't have really be that much of a blessing? How do we know that that's how it would be? One of the promises of the birth of Jesus that we should be celebrating at Christmas time, that's not normally part of the Christmas story, is how Paul writes in Galatians chapter 4, where he says, when the time was right, God sent his son to be born of a woman, to be born under law, so that he could free those who were enslaved under law. Promise of freedom. People had been longing for that for a long time. For hundreds of years, they'd been remembering the promises that the prophets had given, that one day there would come the child who was born. One day there would come a Prince of Peace, and of the growth and greatness of his kingdom of peace there would be no end. But it hadn't happened yet. They were still waiting. They were waiting a long time. When is it going to come? When will it be here? Paul said it came in the fullness of time, when the time was right. At the right moment, Jesus was born. Born of a woman, born to free those who were born under the law. A gift that comes before its time, not necessarily a blessing. At the right time, though, a gift is really a great thing. I know a lot of kids, I didn't get a car, for instance. I wanted a car. But at the right time, the car is a great thing. But before that, in all the years I was in school, I didn't have a car. And I was thinking, actually, I don't need one. Because if I had one, I'd have to find parking spaces, I'd have to take care of it, I'd have to pay for insurance. It'd just be an expense and a nuisance and a hassle. But when I got out of school, then I got the gift of a car. And then the time was right, and then it was a real blessing. The stuff we don't have, it's easy to long for it. It's easy to think how much better my life would be. But God has promised when the time is right, we will have what we need. And so at Christmas time, as we long and look forward to, there are things we don't have. But God has promised at the right time to make things right, at the right time to fulfill the promise. So Christmas is a time of hope. A time to look forward and remember. The promises are still there, and the promises are still coming, and we may not see it now, but it will dawn one day. It may feel dark, but one day the sun will rise again. We will see a great light, and that light of hope will bring joy to all nations. Let's look forward in hope, and have a Merry Christmas looking forward to the promise of God, now and always.